Hey guys, Quackers Clocks here. I am back for another set of NFL predictions. This time, it's week 2. And yes, there are now 18 weeks in this season because the NFL decided to add a 17th game to the schedule. Sorry about the background noise. That is my desk fan. Or actually my nightstand fan, and outside they're mowing the grass, so that's what, if you're wondering, that's what you're hearing. Anyways, we're going to be breaking down all 16 games this week, starting with the New York Giants playing the Washington football team. Washington lost to the Los Angeles Chargers last week, and the Giants lost to the Denver Broncos. But I feel that Washington is going to have a bounce-back week, and they'll beat the Giants because, of course, the Giants are completely fucked. And Saquon Barkley is questionable with another knee injury. I can't say that and not have a fucking straight face because Saquon Barkley is as fragile as China. I can't say that and not have a fucking straight face. I swear to God. Saquon is a liability in New York. His O-line's just gonna get him killed this year. I swear to God, if he tore his ACL again. Hopefully, he'll be able to play because, he's a really good running back. But he's just as fragile as China. So I'm going to be saying the Washington football team for this pick right here. The Las Vegas Raiders, who won in overtime against the Ravens. What? How did that happen? Play the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I'm going to have to say, the Steelers. I mean, they also won against the Bills, which was very, very surprising. Especially because, the Bills just got out-coached. I mean, they couldn't really do anything in the second half. They didn't really have the motivation to go on. So it just wasn't meant to be for. This was revenge for when the Steelers got picked apart by the Bills last year in week 14, wasn't it? Week 15? No, week 15 was against Cincinnati. Yeah, week 14 last year against the Buffalo Bills. So, yeah, I'm going to be picking the Steelers. TJ Watt just got paid big time, $80 million a year, $80 million guaranteed. I think it was like a 4-year, $112 million contract with $80 million of it guaranteed. And I'm like, he's the highest paid defender in the league. And he's playing like he's the highest paid defender in the league. TJ Watt is a playmaker. So, yeah, I'm going to be picking the Pittsburgh Steelers, even though the Raiders won because the Ravens could not play defense. So, I'm going to be picking the Pittsburgh Steelers for this matchup right here. The San Francisco 49ers take on the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm going to be picking the 49ers for this matchup, even though they almost lost to Detroit. They almost did. But they were able to secure the win and walk away with a victory in Ford Field. As for the Eagles, they picked apart the Falcons because they're the Falcons. And I now realize that it wasn't even the coaching staff's fault. Dan Quinn should have been fired anyway, but it wasn't his fault. It was the defense. Their defense is shit. No matter who they draft, it's still going to be terrible. A.J. Terrell. Like, he's going to be a playmaker for them. He was probably good in college. That's why he was a first-round pick last year. But I'll be picking the 49ers over the Eagles. I know it's going to be a close matchup. Jalen Hurts, he's going to have his wide receiver and Devontae Smith back. He did, and he scored a touchdown in the same exact spot where he literally scored the game-winning touchdown in overtime against Georgia back in 2017, I mean. When he was only a freshman. But I know it's going to be a close game, but I'm going to be picking the San Francisco 49ers. The Houston Texans play the Cleveland Browns again. And, of course, we all know what's going to happen. The Browns are going to pick apart the Texans' defense, even though they don't really have any. Even though they won against Jacksonville last week, I know they're not going to... I don't think that it's going to be... I think it's going to be the Cleveland Browns. I honestly thought that they had a really good game against Kansas City. They had the lead for most of the game until Travis Kelce, thank God, scored a touchdown in the late fourth quarter. Browns had the ball. Baker Mayfield threw an interception to Mike Hughes, former Minnesota Viking. And I remember seeing a report that he was coming here to Kansas City. But yeah. Anyways, I'm going to be picking the Browns. Texans are going to go 1-1. Browns are going to go 1-1 as well. Let's just see how this season plays out for everybody. So, yeah, this is the Houston Texans and the Cleveland Browns. I'm picking Cleveland. And I'm not a Browns fan. I think they're a really good team. They have a really, really good team. Jadeveon Clowney and Myles Garrett in the pass rush. They got Patrick Mahomes, man. They got him. Like, there was this one big defensive play between the two of them where they both shared a sack, and it was really... Their pass rush is going to be very deadly. That's going to be the Cleveland Browns. Sorry, I'm kind of oozing off track here. The Denver Broncos take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. And I swear to God, I've seen this movie before. Tom Grossi is in my feed. Okay. You know, I like Tom Grossi. He's a pretty good YouTuber. He's on the Clickbait Sports. He's on Urinating Tree. He's also friends with 5 Points Vids, Brandon Perna, all those sports guys. Anyways, I'm gonna be picking the Broncos, and not because the Jaguars are trash. They did look trash last week against Houston, but I feel that Urban Meyer is going to try to develop the team as best as he can, especially during the regular season. But I think the Jaguars are going to go 0-2 as of this week. And the Broncos are going to go 2-0. So I'm picking Denver. If not, that's okay. I've gotten picks wrong before. The New Orleans Saints, who completely demolished the Green Bay Packers last week, take on the Carolina Panthers, who escaped with a win against the New York Jets last week. I'm going to be picking the Saints. And not because Sam Darnold looks terrible, I think the Panthers have. I think the Saints are going to be really, really good. I mean, they picked apart the fucking Packers, for Christ's sake. Like, Jameis Winston looked like 2020 Aaron Rodgers. He threw 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. I mean, he does have experience throwing to Saints players, even before he started. But I would say, yeah, Jameis Winston had much time to improve and sit behind Drew Brees last season and learn how to quarterback. I think that kind of helped with his accuracy. He had terrible accuracy in 2019 when he threw 30 interceptions in one season. Claimed to be one of the worst quarterbacks in that 2019 season. But I'll be picking the Saints. They're not going to dominate against the Panthers. Panthers are going to keep it close. But I'm going to be picking the New Orleans Saints for this one. Excuse me. The Los Angeles Rams take on the Indianapolis Colts at Lucas Oil Stadium. I'm going to be picking the Rams. They look really good. Offense, really good. Matt Stafford, free from Detroit, which is really good. Because Detroit has sucked, even with Stafford at the helm. He only had 3 playoff appearances with the Lions. Could not get past the first round. But I feel that he's going to make it to the playoffs again with the Rams. They have really good defense, especially their secondary. They got Jalen Ramsey. They also got David Long, who actually caught an interception against Andy Dalton. They also have Aaron Donald, who is a fantastic defensive tackle. He is really good. He is really good on the pressure. Like, he knows how to set up pressure. It's amazing what Aaron Donald can do, and that's why I think he's going to win Defensive Player of the Year again this year. If not, probably TJ Watt. Or Jalen Ramsey. Dude was with Jacksonville for 4 seasons, only to be traded for a few first-round picks. Jacksonville got like 2 first-round picks from the Rams. So, yeah. I think the Rams are going to win this one against the Colts. Colts looked like... They didn't look like shit against the Seahawks. I just think that... I just thought that... It just wasn't a good game for them. Especially, like, Carson Wentz. He didn't really win. He's 0-1 in Indianapolis. I think the new setting is gonna be good for him, but like it's gonna take some time for him to develop as a Colt. So I'm gonna be picking the Rams. Colts, I'm sorry. You don't have Phillip Rivers anymore. He retired. But he did say that he could come back to the NFL if he wanted to. So he's actually a high school coach. He's the head coach of St. Michael High School. I don't know where that's from. No, that's not the St. Michael chime. Okay, so here's the... Oh, no, it's the Miami Dolphins logo. That's not my prediction, everybody. I'm sorry about that. The Buffalo Bills take on the Miami Dolphins. Bills got fucking destroyed by the Steelers, and the Dolphins barely escaped with the win against New England. I feel that the Bills are going to have a bounce back here. Both Bills and Dolphins are going to go 1-1. I feel that Josh Allen is going to be really good. He's going to have a 400-yard passing yard game. Stephon Diggs is going to have like 2 touchdowns. I don't even know. But the Bills are going to win. Bills are going to win this one against Miami. So here's my prediction right there. Buffalo Bills. I never thought of that. The New England Patriots play the New York Jets. I'm not sure why the AFC East is playing themselves in Week 2. They're going to do the same thing in Week 18. Okay. So, my prediction is going to be New England. They almost won against Miami, but just couldn't gain any traction in the last quarter. But, the Jets are the Jets. So, here's my prediction for the Patriots, Jets, New England. The Cincinnati Bengals, who escaped with an overtime win against the Minnesota Vikings last week, take on the Chicago Bears at Soldier Field. And I'm going to be picking the Bengals. I know, I'm crazy. I'm going to be picking the Bengals here. Yes, I'm going to be picking the Cincinnati Bengals. Mainly because Joe Burrow's going to have a pretty good game. The Bears defense can't do anything. Khalil Mack didn't really do anything last week against the Rams, and it just wasn't good. I'm not sure what Matt Nagy is doing to the Chicago Bears, but I think he is like way over his head. I know he put in Justin Fields for a few plays as well, but I'm like, let him ride the bench. Jeez, he can't just. I mean, he's a rookie. He needs time to develop and learn the playbook. I mean, what the fuck is Matt Nagy thinking, bringing in a fucking rookie when I know why they started Andy Dalton. I think that was a smart move so that Justin Fields could have time to read the offensive schemes and shit. But bringing him in for a few plays doesn't make time for him to learn from Andy Dalton. And I know Andy Dalton's pretty shit, so Bears are fucked. So I'm going to say the Bengals. The Atlanta Falcons. The Atlanta Falcons. Why? The Atlanta Falcons take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who escaped with a win against Dallas in the season opener. I'm going to be picking the Buccaneers because the Falcons are still a complete joke, even with Arthur Smith as their offensive coordinator. I mean, their head coach. Sure, he was really good in Tennessee, but like, what the fuck was that? That was nothing. Younghoe Koo was like the MVP for the Falcons. Not really, but like, he only scored 2 field goals. And that was literally it. The Eagles dominated against Atlanta. It wasn't much of a choke job. It was a reverse choke job. where they just get blown out. You know what I mean? So I'm picking Tampa. I have Tampa winning the division as well with Tom Brady. And the Saints are also favorites to win the NFC South. The Minnesota Vikings take on the Arizona Cardinals. And Wade, if you're watching, I'm going to be picking the Cardinals. Because I know you're a big Cardinals fan. And I'm not picking the Cardinals because you're a Cardinals fan. I'm picking the Cardinals because the Vikings fucking suck. And I know you're a former Vikings fan. The Cardinals looked really good against Tennessee last week, though. Kyler Murray had that really nice scramble play that they keep broadcasting all over social media. Yeah, that really good scramble play. It was where he was scrambling to find a receiver and he caught it with one hand or something. But I feel that the Cardinals are going to pull this out with a win because the Vikings are shit. They are shit incarnate. So I'm going to be picking the Cardinals. The Tennessee Titans play the Seattle Seahawks. Oh, the AFC South has to play the NFC West? Damn. I'm sorry, Titans. You didn't know it good last week. Derrick Henry couldn't run. He only rushed 53 yards. 53. I'm going to pick the Seahawks. You'll pull over the win with Derrick Henry. Dude was a beast last season, but he only rushed for 53 yards. He should have had a 225 rushing yard game. Because that's Derrick fucking Henry. Okay, so I'm picking Seattle. The Dallas Cowboys play the Los Angeles Chargers. And yes, the Chargers are going to escape with a win because they're the fucking Cowboys. And they are complete garbage. The Cowboys are complete garbage. They can't. I know they looked pretty decent against Tampa last week. I know they had a lead at one point. But, yeah, their Cowboys lose again. And against the Chargers, I really don't know. So I'm picking the Los Angeles Chargers for this matchup. Sunday Night Football. My Kansas City Chiefs, who escaped with a win. Thank God I don't have to get the Chumps costume. Thank God for Travis Kelce. That was an amazing game for my Kansas City Chiefs. And better yet, we play the Baltimore Ravens this week. Guess who I'm going to be picking? The Kansas City Chiefs. My Kansas City Chiefs are going to dominate against the battered Ravens offense that we saw Monday night against the Raiders. I almost said Rams. I don't know why. But yeah, my Kansas City Chiefs are going to win against the Baltimore Ravens. And the Ravens defense is going to implode so hard that it's utterly impossible for them to win. Yeah, that was a really good game Monday night, though. That was a really good game. But I'm going to be picking Kansas City. This was one of the matchups that I thought that we would have a hard time with. But seeing the Ravens on Monday night, yeah, I'm picking Kansas City. Monday Night Football for Week 2. The Detroit Lions, who almost won against San Francisco last week, played the Green Bay Packers, who got dominated against the Saints. Jesus Christ, didn't you win against these guys last time? On Sunday night? I swear to God, you literally dominated against Drew Brees last time I checked, and now you're getting walloped against Jameis Winston? Jesus Christ. Okay. I'm going to be picking Green Bay because I feel that Aaron Rodgers is going to have a bounce back game. It was just a fluke. Week 1 was just a fluke. I think they can come back and win against Detroit. Detroit's an easy opponent. I feel that the Packers are going to win this one. And no, I don't feel that they're going to lose this game because if they do, it's going to be so fucking embarrassing for the Packers organization that Aaron Rodgers is going to be traded to Denver for a first-round pick. And even then, Mark Murphy isn't going to allow that. So yeah, I'm going to pick in Green Bay. So that is it for the Week 2 predictions. We'll see you guys next week. I'm sorry I haven't really been getting any uploads on on the main channel. I've been really focused on school and stuff like that. I hopefully can come up with some pretty good ideas. I'm probably not going to do any sports ball kind of series just because that's going to take a lot of writing, and I feel that watching every single game's highlights is going to kind of take forever. So I'm probably not going to do any kind of sports ball series. Probably maybe next year when I don't even know. I think I have to plan ahead. I should write the sports ball scripts. Maybe I could do a sports ball series this year. I don't even know. Yeah, I'm still writing Week 1 sports ball. It's going to be on sports reactions. So I'll try to get that done as soon as possible if I don't have any school assignments that I need to do. So yeah. Anyways, we'll see you guys next week. Hopefully I can get sports ball out soon. It's probably just going to be called NFL Recap. Just so I don't get so I just don't call it sports ball. I'm just going to call it NFL Recap. So we'll see you guys next week when I cover Week 3 predictions. And yes, this would mark a year since I started the prediction series. Yeah. See you guys.